CNN calls to fire Brian Stelter for not exposing Zucker Gollust affair. Before we get into this, go ahead and hit that like button. Uh, Share this out so we can get this information out there, and sign up for the from our Patreon where I talk about things that I can't talk about here on YouTube. Also, check out the link in the description. That's for we have all my socials, and we have our merch there. Link to the merch store where we do all our t-shirts and stuff in house. We got Let's Go Brandon t-shirts, and I Will Not Comply t-shirts, all types of different shirts, and it's all done in house. All right, let's get started with this news. CNN is facing calls to fire its chief media correspondent, Brian Stelter, for not exposing the ongoing romantic relationship between Jeff Zucker and senior executive Allison Gollust. Stelter, the network's top media reporter and host of its reliable sources Sunday show, either dropped the ball by not exposing Zucker and Gollust, or showed a stunning lack of awareness by not uh, being privy to their romance. A CNN insider fumed to the Daily Mail. I mean, they pretty much admitted that it was an open secret. Everyone at CNN pretty much knew they were messing around. The network needs to step up and fire Brian Stelter, the unidentified source said. He is allegedly our top media reporter, yet he failed to report on the scoop that everyone in the office knew. See, that's what I'm saying. They already knew what was going on. And if he wants to say he didn't know, he is truly terrible at his job. That's why I call it unreliable sources. Zucker resigned in disgrace Wednesday after failing to disclose the relationship with Gollust, the network's executive vice president and chief marketing officer. The consensual relationship with his closest colleague at CNN came up during a probe into Chris Cuomo. You know, Cuomo basically threatened him. A CNN insider accused Stelter of being hypocritical for not exposing Zucker and Gollust's relationship while often criticizing other competing networks. Gollust, meanwhile, released a statement later Wednesday saying the pair had been professional colleagues for more than 2 decades before their relationship changed during the pandemic. Female employees at CNN told the Post they're furious with Gollust that Gollust is allowed to keep her job despite lying about her affair with Zucker that went on for years. I mean, it's just wrong. I mean, this lady is basically his subordinate, and he was having sex with her. I mean, he's the head of CNN. He shouldn't have been having any type of relationships with anyone that was working there. I mean, it's totally unethical. Which I mean, in everything that CNN is doing, this doesn't. I'm not shocked by any of this because we know what CNN is. But quote, why is she allowed to keep her job? A CNN insider told the Post. CNN is supposed to be a transparent news network. How does she get away with lying about their affair for so long? I mean, because they're dishonest. That's how. The cable news vet who spoke to the Daily Mail insisted the same fate should await Stelter. I agree. Brian Stelter should be calling his agent to start looking for another job, the source said. He's been Jeff Zucker's water boy for years, and no one believes he didn't know about all of this. Yeah, he certainly knew. A message seeking comment from Stelter was not immediately returned earlier Thursday. He tweeted a CNN story just before 1 a.m. about the network's reporters grilling Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar over Zucker's certain departure. In the words of one anchor, I just don't want to be rudderless, Stelter wrote. These people are crazy. The CNN insider, meanwhile, accused Stelter, a former New York Times media reporter, of being hypocritical for not exposing Zucker and Gollust's relationship while often criticizing other competing networks. Quote, he's been sitting on his moral high horse doing Jeff's bidding and ripping Fox and every other media outlet that Jeff tells him to while his rating crashed and burned, the source told the Daily Mail. Where was he on the biggest story at his own network after chastising everyone else? So let me know what you think about all this. You think Brian Stelter should be fired, or what? Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time.